I mean, I could tell you a really fantastic story about a patient who we saw. Actually, the first time I met this patient, his friend brought him into the surgery. He was so anxious he couldn't even attend on his own. He actually needed all of his teeth restored. He needed to have his remaining teeth removed. He needed implants in one arch and he needed implants in the other arch. All very complicated dentistry. And he hadn't seen a dentist for about 20 years. He was highly anxious. The first time we met, he sat in the surgery, didn't say a word to me, looked down at the ground, listened to everything I was saying, didn't make eye contact once. Not once. I remember it because it was such an interesting consultation. His friend did the talking for him. He sat in the chair. We had an examination, but he didn't say a single word to me in that session. Now, the next time he was going to see me as a dentist, we were going to do a removal of all of his upper teeth, place 4 implants, and put a bridge in the same day. So he would have a smile the very same day. This guy came in for one session, sat with me in the chair. We did about an hour of hypnotherapy. And he was very calm, very relaxed. He was the interesting thing about this guy. He was really keen to get over this bump for himself. He didn't want to be in that space where he couldn't do something. The next time he came in, we had our surgeon here. We had a technician here to take care of all of the technical side on that day. So it was a full team, myself, my nurse, and then the surgeon's nurse. So there were about 6 of us waiting for this guy. And he came in. The surgery was set aside for him because it's a whole 8-day kind of 8-day treatment, 8-hour treatment, sorry. So we had the whole day set aside for him. He came in, I came outside, said, "Hey, how are you this morning?" Gave him a nice cheerful smile, brought out the implant surgeon to introduce him, just to try and relax and make sure he was really cool. We went inside, started to set the surgery up, went outside, and he's vanished. Like, he actually left the building, right? So we were now at our wits' end thinking, what are we going to do? We've got a whole day and the patient's vanished. So I actually sent my nurse out into the street and said, "Look, can you just see if you can see where he's gone? He can't have gone far, right? It can't have gone far." We got his friend on the phone and said, "Look, we really need some help here. This guy's just disappeared," right? Eventually, about 15, 20 minutes later, we found him sat in the park on a bench, just reflecting and contemplating, and managed to persuade him to come back. So then he came back to the surgery, sat in the chair, and remarkably had the whole day of treatment without any. So the gentleman didn't have any sedation. He just had a local anesthetic, and we used the hypnotherapy just to keep him in his calm space. After that, every appointment that he came in for, he became more and more confident. And it got to the point where the same guy that wouldn't make eye contact with him was sat in the surgery, looking opposite me, saying, "Hey, Zez, I want this like this. And no, I want that tooth to look like this." I was getting a completely different experience from this guy because he was comfortable in the space. So it's amazing what we can do with the right time and with the right care, because you can't do any of these things in a hurry. You couldn't expect to help that client find his calmness in 5 minutes. It might not take that long for him, you know. So the hypnotherapy for me is an extremely valuable tool, and we use it for all of our patients who are anxious.